presentation at the Country Club of Jackson. Show finished up a little bit before the award was announced, and we are happy to have this year's Conerly Trophy recipient with us on the radio. Patrick Shegog, quarterback at Delta State, fifth year at Delta State there in Cleveland. His acceptance speech last night, he said, "Wow, y'all bear with me. My heart's about to beat out of my chest." Patrick, have you calmed down a little bit since last night?
Yeah, it's getting a little better.
Good for you. Congratulations. What a well-deserved award for you. Just kind of take us through what it means to be named the best college football player in the state of Mississippi.
Still crazy to think about. Just being a kid from Mississippi, small town Batesville. Got a lot of rich history, football wise, in Batesville, and just being another guy that came from there and did something with his life. It just means a lot. Can't really put into words.
A couple of weeks ago, we had your head coach, Todd Cooley, on, and we talked with Mike Kennison, the athletics director, as well. And they were just glowing in the way that they talked about you. And it really didn't have a whole lot to do about what you do on the field. That part of it kind of stands on its own. They talked to us a lot about who you are away from the field, kind of the type teammates you are, the type student you are, the type person you are. How does it make you feel to hear that? The coach and the athletics director kind of speaking to that part of who you are as a person?
Just being somebody that's a joy to be around in general is just something that I take pride in. Uh, just being a good person, that's, like I said, I take pride in it. And when you hear other people brag on you for being a good person, it shows you that it's paying off. And that's just the type of person I've always been. I was raised right, and that's just a testament to my parents.
You say that, and you recognized your parents last night, your mom and your dad, for the way they raised you and kind of being there with you every step of the way. What have they meant to you?
Means everything. They past couple of years they've been at every single game, and win, lose or draw, it doesn't matter. The support is always the same. Uh, when we lose, my mom just makes sure to let me know to keep my head up because she knows that I gave it everything I got. And same thing with my dad. The support means everything, and not even just including them and other family members. Just trying to shine a bright light on the Shegog name, and just trying to make everybody proud, give everybody something to be proud of.
Visiting with Patrick Shegog on the Farm Bureau guest line. Check out favorites.com and go with the home team at Mississippi Farm Bureau. Patrick, you mentioned at the start, just a kid from Batesville, Mississippi, and we know about South Panola High School, South Panola football. There have been so many players that have come out of there that have gone to Ole Miss, to Mississippi State, to Southern Miss, to Delta State, to junior colleges, to Alabama, to all over the place, and a bunch that have gone on to the NFL and been stars there as well. To have your name kind of permanently etched in the legacy of South Panola football, that's got to mean a lot, given how much South Panola means to the community there in Batesville.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Football is pretty much all we know in Batesville, and you know, just growing up, being a kid on the playground, I wanted to be like all the people that I watched play on Friday nights, and then eventually my time came, and I was one of those guys, and then it was time to go to college, and just by the grace of God, I've been able to continue to perform and perform well.
So your career at Delta State, it's been a good one, and you're over 9,000 yards, but it hasn't necessarily been easy, right? I mean, so you started as a true freshman, and then you break your collarbone early in the season your second year, and then there's no football at all your third year, 2020, that crazy COVID season, and then you kind of come back and settle in for the last three seasons as well. In some ways, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So after breaking my collarbone in 2019, we had the COVID year. So I pretty much missed 2 whole seasons back to back, and that was a long time without football, just a bunch of
Yeah.
practices. And I was excited to finally get on the field in 21. We started off 2-0, I believe, and then we went on like a 5-game losing streak. And in that streak of games, I ended up hurting myself again and had to miss even more time. So for the longest, I questioned a lot of things, just being injury prone and whatnot. And one of the biggest things for me last year, uh, I was just so grateful to be able to make it through the whole season without having to miss any games. And then again this year, that's probably the thing that I'm most grateful for, just being able to be healthy and play the game I love.
With the way that the D2 playoffs work, you a lot of times get rematches in the postseason of what you had. That would happen with the first round game against West Florida. That was the only regular season loss. You guys avenged that in pretty dominating fashion. You had beaten Valdosta State in the regular season, come up short this past weekend. I know the season as a whole, you're disappointed when it comes to an end, if it comes to an end short of winning a national championship. But you got to be proud of the way you and your teammates played throughout the course of the year.
Oh yeah, no doubt. This season was probably the most fun I've ever had in my life. Um, we played against a really good team. Well, we play against really good teams every week with the Go South, and the games last Saturday, it was a really good game. We came up short. They ended up making a few more plays than we did, but that's in the past. I wasn't after the game. Yeah, we cried a little bit, but after I got those little tears out the way, I was just smiling because I was just proud of my team and everything that we did accomplish.
All right, so we got the news just a little while ago that you are a finalist for the Harlan Hill Trophy as well, which goes to the most outstanding Division II player in the country. I know I'm asking you a lot of, hey, tell me how this feels, but I mean that is as significant an award as there is at the Division II level, and we're talking about the entire country there. Tell me your thoughts on that. We're gonna be adding that trophy to the trophy case as well.
We'll see, we'll see. I saw the list and some really good players on that list. I'm just excited to hopefully get to meet them and just chop it up with them and talk about football.
When you were waiting to hear the announcement last night, what was going through your head as you were standing there with Quinshawn Judkins and Buki Watson, two guys that in their own right had outstanding seasons?
Well, first of all, shout out to those guys. Just me growing up and being a supporter of all Mississippi schools, especially Ole Miss and Mississippi State. I keep up with both of those programs and both of those players. So yeah, I was hopeful. I tried not to get my hopes up too much, but once they announced the finalists and then the closer we got to the announcement, I couldn't help myself, and I saw the nameplate right before the announcement, and I froze a little bit when I read it because I just couldn't believe it. Like when he announced my name, I didn't even hear all that. I was still in shock just from reading my name.
Well, it's an incredible season, and you are an incredibly deserving recipient. Tell us what's next for you. You finished your undergraduate degree. You have either finished a master's or really close to it. But is football over, or do you keep chasing this dream a little while longer?
Yeah, I graduate next week, and still got some things to
Congratulations.
figure. I appreciate you. I still got some things to figure out, but I plan on pursuing the next level.
That's fantastic. So, what does that look like for you? Will you go to a training program? Guys go to Florida, Texas, Arizona, all of those things to get ready for workouts and combine opportunities. What does that look like?
Like I said, I still got some things to figure out. It's a new process for me, so a lot of information that I don't have right now. But in the next few days, I plan on working on that.
Well, congratulations once again, Patrick. We appreciate you spending a few minutes of your